Good evening. Dr. Anthony Glenn Smith, the real American for the President of the United States. I'm coming to you today and I want to talk about the poverty in America. Americans, 15%, that's 1 in 6 American families living in poverty today. Since 1995, America has been on a decline. Americans have steadily been going into poverty because of the World Trade Organization, because of things like NAFTA and CAFTA. And today, I want to show you an analogy. As you see this dying branch here, that branch represents America. All of this life around you, all of this new growth, that represents foreign countries that American companies have sold out Americans to, took their jobs there, using what I call slave labor, because they're sweatshops. They pay them a low wage. They ship the stuff back into America at a low cost, or at even times at no cost, and charge us inflated prices for it. These were jobs that American workers were doing. They were doing proficiently, they were doing effectively, and they were doing professionally. But corporate America chose to sell out Americans. Now they're robbing us not only by jobs, they're robbing us in the supermarkets, they're robbing us in the stores, and it's time that it stops. It's time that America becomes the country she once was. We should be number 1 in the gross national product, and we're number 5. They should not be 1 in every 6 families in poverty. There should be no families in poverty in America. President Obama's $446 billion bill to create jobs, it's going to take away 1% of the 10% unemployment, is ineffective. It is no good. It creates jobs where there's really unskilled labor jobs, road department jobs. It's going to be taken away from Medicaid and Medicare. It's going to be taken away from the elderly. He is once again a terror attack upon the elderly to try to get something done to make himself look better, when the real problem is no one wants to take on corporate America because they're lining the politician's pocket. And I promise you today, if I, Dr. Anthony Glenn Smith, is elected President of the United States, this dying branch will not be America. This dying branch will be American companies that choose to stay over in foreign land, because I promise you, I will put a tariff upon them that is so great that they'll not want to ship their product to us. They will bring their jobs back to our country. They will produce American-made goods, and Americans once again will thrive. As I said before, we should be the head, not the tail. We should lend to many and borrow from none. That's the America I grew up in. That's the America I want to give back to you. And as I said once before, 1 in 6 families in poverty is 1 in 6 families too many. If you elect me, Dr. Anthony Glenn Smith, the real American, as president, I promise you, I will bring real jobs to America at no cost to Americans, let alone $446 billion to cut the unemployment by 1%. I will cut unemployment by a large percentage. That's my promise to you.